All right, so this video is going to be way more messy and not well constructed than my usual videos. I'm not coming in with a script or anything. I'm just kind of talking. Now, I wanted to make this video because I kind of jumped into a new passion recently and I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. So that passion is 3D printing. Now, behind me, I have a P1S, or I have two P1Ss, an X1 Carbon, and two A1 Minis. And I've been printing so much stuff recently, and I kind of want to talk about it, talk about what I've learned, kind of what my insights are so far jumping into this hobby pretty intensely, you know? Now, I'll be honest, I really didn't anticipate to have so many printers up front. I kind of just wanted an X1 Carbon just so I had the best and just could make some stuff every now and then. However, as I started making things for friends and family, I kind of realized that there was an opportunity here to make some side income, and I started putting some items on Etsy. And I'll leave my Etsy in the description if you guys want to look at what I have. Pretty quickly, things started selling, and one of the things I love printing so much more with the current printers and on the new Etsy shop has been statues. So kind of doing stuff like this, you know, like this is the Hulk, and I use just simple rub and buff and it comes out pretty clean. You know, in general, it's going to look good. It's going to kind of have an antique finish on it, and I think it looks pretty cool. I've also been doing a lot of experimenting with marble filaments. So here's like the same Hulk statue, but in marble. I don't know why. I think this is so sick. Like, I think as a kid, I always grew up going to comic stores and comic shops and seeing superhero statues that were $800, $900, $1,000, these really elaborate statues. And obviously these are, you know, nowhere near as insane as like a sideshow piece or something, but to kind of have a little piece of that I can literally just print in my home is crazy. So I've been printing a lot of these kinds of statues recently and just making cool stuff. I have a bunch of Bambu printers, but I have the Creality K2 Plus coming soon. I plan to do a pretty big review on that printer once I get it and kind of dive into it. And I can do individual reviews on the P1S, X1 Carbon, and A1 Minis that I have too. Just, I kind of want to just talk about what I've been printing and some things I've learned and just kind of yap with you guys, to be honest. This is a pretty big multicolored print. You can see it's an Optimus Prime with like some teal, some red, gray, and then like a nice royal blue. This thing has come out so clean. I really like the way this looks. And this is going to be like my benchmark print that I'm going to, so this was done on the X1 Carbon, and I'm going to compare this when I get the K2 Plus and maybe make like a whole video comparing the two printers. Then I've been making these little skeleton like Christmas guys from Zao 3D. So these are just cool little like articulated figures, and everything's been selling actually really well, either on Etsy or just kind of in my personal life. The amount of people that have seen what I'm making and just want to buy some has been kind of surprising, to be honest. I didn't expect such a big push so quickly by friends and family. And this has definitely been an expensive journey. The printers alone, I'm still making my money back on. All the tools and materials, I'm still making my money back on. And I've bought plenty of filament because it's so cheap right now with Black Friday and everything. So I'm kind of just buying up as much as I can while things are on a price cut. And I have a pretty big project coming up soon too. I'm going to be making a life-size Pikachu. So this is just a super rough. I put some, you know, modeling clay on it to smooth it out and sanding it down. And this is going to come out super clean soon. It's going to be a life-size Pikachu soon. So stay tuned for that. The journey that I've learned so far with 3D printing has been really fun. In all honesty, my experience also just specifically with Bambu printers has been amazing. They literally are plug and play. Like, I don't know how much more plug and play they can be other than coming fully complete assembled. They are maybe 15 to 30 minutes of assembly, depending on how, you know, knowledgeable you are, I guess. And you're pretty much good to go. The printers have been amazing. I've upgraded a lot of things about them. The P1Ss and the X1 Carbons have the Obsidian high flow nozzles currently right now, so I did that. I've been testing out some different print beds as well, just kind of trying those out. And I also did this really cool print for the X1 Carbon where I put this little poop chute slider thing underneath. That's been awesome. It's come out super clean, and it actually makes getting the poop out of the printer so much easier because I don't have to go behind it anymore. And because that printer is kind of in the corner, getting behind it was the worst experience ever. It was so annoying. So I kind of just pull it out now and I can just swap the poop out really easily. So that's been great. Overall, my journey through 3D printing and kind of getting into it now has been nothing short of awesome. The community's been great. Both the Bambu, you know, community itself, and then just also the 3D printing community has been awesome. I've learned a lot, and I do think that my journey right now is kind of in this weird phase where I'm really printing things for myself, but also kind of just printing things that I also think are just awesome and just cool, while also trying to find ways to make some side income as well. So I'm trying to find things that are kind of not like least common denominator, but things that kind of have a mass appeal. If I ever need like an organizer or a specific lid or a box or something, I can just make it, which has been a really eye-opening experience. Now, I haven't done too much technical prints. It's all been kind of usability stuff, you know, like boxes and stuff like that. Not really things that you get super hands-on with. So I definitely want to try more like engineering stuff later on. But the statues and all like the fun knickknacks and stuff have been awesome. I'm trying not to do like just wasteful stuff that everyone makes, like the, you know, slinky dragons and stuff like that, and do more things that I think actually have like some sort of appeal, whether whether it's visually or something like that. Also, the amount of tools that 3D printers need for just ease of use is kind of underrated. I don't think that many people understand that one printer is one cost, but then you also have to, factor in maintenance costs. I already had one pretty catastrophic clog on the P1S, and that was horrible. It completely bent the nozzle, and it was like a fresh nozzle I just bought within that week. So that's been kind of frustrating, but I think that's like the biggest issue I've had was just that nozzle clog. Obviously, I've had tons of failed prints. I've had tons of prints that just don't look good afterwards or are not worth really keeping or selling, so I kind of just don't know what to do with them. I am waiting to get that new loop machine that's coming out sometime next year. I was under the impression it was a scam, but now it's looking more and more like an actual real thing, so maybe I'll get into that. But I really am enjoying 3D printing right now. Kind of having a side thing with some income has been great. I haven't made too much money. I've pretty much paid off like one of the printers at this point, so it's just getting started though, and I'm really enjoying it. And I do think there's a lot of room for growth and for me to learn more than what I already know. And yeah, so if you guys want to see specific reviews on any of the printers I have, again, I have two A1 minis, I have two P1Ss and an X1 Carbon and a K2 Plus coming tomorrow. So if you want to see some content on those printers, let me know. So far, it's been an awesome ride, and K2 Plus reviews / kind of first impressions coming soon. That's the one video I really do want to do. And yeah, if you want a comparison between that and the X1 Carbon, let me know. So thanks for watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it, and have a good one.